They see that the person inside the window, of course, is the one who caused all this purple rain out here. Look at them. They're going nuts out there. Let's go back inside. Let's not keep them in suspense any longer.
All right, Al, thanks so very much. After years of battling with the record people at Warner Brothers, the artist formerly known as Prince is now out on his own with total control of his work and embarking on a new chapter in his long and storied career. During his 20-year relationship with Warner Brothers, the man who gained fame as Prince sold more than 100 million records. And while he hasn't talked much over the years, his music and his lyrics have spoken volumes. Kiss. In addition to being a prolific songwriter, he's proven to be a musical genius who can play more than 20 instruments. And with the exception of horns and the tambourine, he plays all of them on an ambitious new 3-disc CD called Emancipation. And though he performed on this program in July of '94 and again this past summer, the artist formerly known as Prince hasn't sat for an interview until today. No more, that's the end. Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome.
Thank you.
How unnerving is this?
I'm getting used to it.
Are you?
Yeah.
You don't do these.
I've been doing a lot of interviews recently for Emancipation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But always in print.
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
Yeah. You don't like the live camera? Does it make you uncomfortable?
Not when I'm singing.
Only when you're talking.
Yeah. I don't like to talk much.
Invariably, when I've told people we were talking, and you and I have had conversations on the phone a couple of times, I am asked, what do you call him? It doesn't bother me, but what would you say is the continuing point of having no pronounceable name?
Well, my name is very spiritual to me. It has a great deal of spiritual meaning, and one day maybe I'll hear a sound that will best give me the feeling of what it's supposed to be, but for right now I just go by the look of it.
Does it bother you at all that it discomforts others, that it may make it difficult for them to interact with you?
To some degree, you know, but there again, it's just one of the many rules that we as humans have to get used to, and I'm just trying to get unused to it, I guess.
You grew up with, I was surprised to read, I didn't know this. You grew up with people calling you Skipper?
Yeah.
I take it you don't answer to that anymore. No, I figured that. All right. Let's talk about Emancipation. How would you describe Emancipation? What is it you set out to do with the 3 discs?
Well, originally, before we even started working on the music, we had the blueprint of 3 CDs, 36 songs, 12 songs each, and every CD to the frame we wanted to be an hour. Now, that was the challenge I set for myself so that I could do something that I'd never done before, and also blow everybody away.
Did you want each of them to say something different?
No, that wasn't the plan at first, but I wanted them to be widespread and have a lot of diversity. And that's what I think is the coolest part of the whole package, is that there's something for everybody on it.
There is something for everybody. The collection represents a broad range of talents and musical tastes. And yet you chose Betcha by Golly Wow, an old Stylistics tune, as the one to put as a single and as the first video off of it. Why?
One thing, I had never done any covers before, and I thought it would be pretty interesting and something that would draw attention to the package. And also, it's a very beautiful song that I grew up with.
Let's talk the business of the album.
Oh, wonderful! I love that.
The album, the album debuted at number 11 on the charts. Second week, it went to 38. Then it went to 58. It's still at 58. You disappointed?
No, not at all.
Come on, not even a little bit?
No. It's a 2 to 3 year project. It's going to go up and down the charts for a long time. There's at least 18 singles on it, and it's also an expensive package. So, in essence, we pretty much, I've made my money off of it already. Now, the wonderful thing is that to promote it, we're going to do a lot of benefit concerts in January for the Love for One Another charities, and then emancipation will then mean that, you know, Billboard and the charts and all that, you know.
So you think when you take it out in tour with this, that'll spark sales even more?
Oh yeah, I mean, SoundScan is interesting in as much as that it reads for some stores and other stores it does not. So
yeah. When last you were here, you had, as I think everybody saw, you had Slave written on your cheek, representative of what you felt was your relationship with Warner Brothers. Why was getting out from under that